All right, now I'm going to show you my favorite punching rig. Punching is by far, for me, the most exciting way to catch fish. You know, fishing in that really thick, heavy vegetation, and this rig has really evolved for me over the years. You know, I've changed the components of it, but in general, it's real simple. You're looking for a real heavy rig that has very beefy components, a real strong hook. You're looking at a tungsten weight and a very small bait that is just really there to create a little bit of attraction on this rig that's just supposed to slide through cover real easily. So you either use a little punch craw style bait that doesn't have a lot of appendages, or a beaver style bait. Those are the two that I use. And then as far as the hook goes, I use a 4/0 to 5/0 flipping hook. It's a straight shank flipping hook, really stout. And it has this little bait keeper, which helps a lot when you're punching through cover. You want that bait to remain in the same spot. And then the business end of this is a 1 to 2 ounce tungsten weight, and that's capped off with either a bobber stop or you're putting a T-peg in there. And I've actually done a video on how to install a bobber stop, so you can check that out by clicking below. And then finally, we tie that all to heavy braided line. Braided line is really important, so I use 65-pound braided line. That's my standard, and that gets those big fish out of that heavy cover. Now, another note is the punch skirt right here. Every once in a while, even though the majority of the time I'm not using the punch skirt, I like to use the punch skirt in those situations where it's colder water, the fish are more inactive, and they're biting after the initial drop. Most of the time, they're going to bite right when you punch it into the mat and it goes down. They're going to hit that whole bait on the initial drop. But if you have to soak that bait underneath that mat for a long period of time and really work it slow, the punch skirt works really well to create a little bit of action when it's just standing still. So I'll install that when I'm fishing the really cold water inactive fish. But that's it, the basic punch rig.